YouTube, nice, right?
Right. No, I muted the computer, not the not YouTube. That's still. Yeah, that's because
I have already.
the resolution. Might make me choppy if I update it. I need to get it now.
It is now 6 o'clock. The board would like to call to order this October 17th, 18th board meeting, regular call board meeting. Madam Clerk, I do see a quorum that the public been notified. At this time, we're gonna make a motion to go into executive session. Just for personnel.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we enter into executive session for personnel matters, providing I get a second.
I second.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Mr. Carol Davis. All in favor of going into executive session, so by raising the right hand. That will be 7-0. I just want to inform the public that probably we're going in for personnel reasons. I won't be in more than 15 minutes, if that don't. So just hold tight, we'll be right back. Thank you.
Another comfortable way.
So I'm the only old Catholic guy in the room. Mark.
This time, Mike, get a motion to executive session, no action. taken.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we exit executive section, no action taken, provided I get a second.
I say.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Mr. Davis, exit executive session, no action taken. All in favor, show by raising the right hand. This time, I just want to welcome everyone. Y'all here. Figure that out. But we welcome everybody on social media, Facebook. Thank y'all for y'all support. I mean, our teachers here, staff, custodians, cafeteria workers, maintenance, no matter. We thank y'all for coming and supporting Fairfield County. Also, always remember, there's a village.
Amen.
Everybody, preachers, deacons, no matter. This time, we want to have place for each flag and on the south of our secretary. Please stand.
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. All right, you may be seated. This time, the motion to approve the agenda as is.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
I
ma'am.
make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Motion. Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Dr. Harris. To accept the agenda as presented. All in favor, show by raising the right hand. That would be 7. Any public comment? Oh, sorry, Mr. Chair, we got no public. At this time, we want to do the presentation and recognition from Dr. Harris.
Good evening.
Good evening.
On behalf of Chairman Miller, members of the board, and Dr. Green, we are excited and honored to recognize Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science as a 2022 National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. Fairfield Magnet School is one of 297 schools recognized nationally and is the only Title I school in South Carolina to receive this honor. Now, I gave Dr. Whitfield a warning earlier, because Dr. Whitfield does not like surprises. And unfortunately, this next part of our recognition is filled with a lot of surprises. So with that in mind, we want to go ahead and start this opportunity for us to show some love and appreciation to Fairfield Magnet with a video presentation.
Congratulations to the Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science. Enjoy the award, National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence Award for 2022. 2022. I'm proud of what you guys are doing. Keep up the great work.
Congratulations to Dr. Fairfield, Dr. Smalls, and the faculty and staff of Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science for becoming the 2022 National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Fairfield Magnet School for winning the 2022 National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. Go Dr. Whitfield and staff and school.
Congratulations to the Fairfield Magnet School for being named a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence Award winner for 2022. You're a great representative for Fairfield County.
Very proud of Magnet School. Faculty, staff, students are prepared to bring it home back. National Blue Ribbon. Great job.
Hello, Fairfield Magnet School family. Shonda Jefferson here, your 2020 South Carolina Teacher of the Year. I am so proud of you and congratulations on being a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence Award recipient. Love you guys.
Hey, Fairfield Magnet, this is Deion Jameson, 2023 South Carolina Teacher of the Year. And I am sending you my heartiest congratulations on taking the National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence Award. That is a really big deal. I'm so excited, so happy, I'm so proud of you all, and I wish you all nothing but the best.
Now, if Dr. Green, along with Dr. Whitfield and Dr. Smalls, if you could come forward. We are now going to start with a letter of congratulations from Senator Lindsey Graham, and his representative is Ms. Teresa Thomas.
Yes, Teresa.
Ready to go before Senator Fandy. It's a hard act to follow. So Dr. Green, Chairman Miller, members of the board, this is a true honor for us to be here with you tonight to congratulate all of you on this huge accomplishment. This really is a big deal. So we thank you for letting us join you on behalf of Senator Lindsey Graham. I have a letter from Senator Graham, which I'll read in a moment, with heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Whitfield, Dr. Smalls, all of you teachers, staff, your parents, your students. This is an accomplishment. It's truly an important accomplishment. I hope that all of you recognize that this is such a prestigious award, and for you to be recognized is just fabulous. We congratulate you on your hard work. The recognition of your school as a 2022 National Blue Ribbon School demonstrates that you live by the Wildcat Pledge every day, that you are truly willing to inspire through leadership, determination, and courage, always aiming for success. I love that. Senator Graham's letter to you. Dear Principal Whitfield, I understand that Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science was recently selected as a 2022 National Blue Ribbon School. I am extremely proud of your accomplishment and want to take this opportunity to congratulate teachers, parents, and most importantly, the students on your hard work. As one of the few recipients of this award in South Carolina, FMSMS represents the very finest in our state and national education system. This is a well-deserved accomplishment that highlights your school standards of high performance and the impact that you have made in the education community. Again, congratulations on this prestigious honor and keep up the good work. Sincerely, Lindsey O. Graham, United States Senator.
Oh, like I'm a real.
Sorry. Now, this individual needs no introduction. We now have a proclamation by Senator Mike Benny.
It was by faith that Moses left Egypt. He was not afraid of the king's anger. In fact, Moses continued moving strong forward as if he could see the God that no one else could see. Many of you may recognize that from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 27. Moses realizing the only way to accomplish the impossible is to see the invisible. The only way to accomplish the impossible was to see the invisible. He could see God and his plan for the Israelites coming out of Egypt. Can I get an amen? Amen. No one else could see it, but because he could see it, they did it and they survived and God blessed them. This that we celebrate today is impossible. Less than 0.2% of the schools in America ever receive this recognition. 99.8% of schools will never get to see what has happened today in little old Fairfield County, in the little town of Winsboro, and a little school, Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science. Not just a STEM school, but a STEAM school. This is an impossibility. And there is a reason to celebrate the accomplishment of the possible. And it was because of a vision of the invisible. And so I first want to congratulate the Fairfield School Board, who 10 years ago thought that their kids were just as deserving as any other kids in the state of having a leader that could see a vision for them. And then obviously we have to thank someone that had us moving from ordinary to extraordinary, whether we wanted to or not. But Dr. Green had a vision that our kids were just as smart as those kids in Whitewood and Fort Mill and Buford and Hilton Head. And our kids were just as deserving, but he also believed in you, that our teachers were just as capable, just as strong, cared just as much, even if not more. And it held us to a standard of an impossible seeming standard, but because he believed that that invisible was possible for us to achieve. And then we talk about a little school. He challenged not only our principals, but Dr. Whitfield, Dr. Smalls, and others throughout the district, that we were to have those standards for our children, that our children were just as precious in the eyes of God as any other kids in the state. And then empowering a group of teachers that I bragged about all day long on the Senate floor today, that have been pouring your heart, pouring your love, pouring your passion, pouring learning into our students every other day. And because you believed that our kids could do the impossible, guess what? Our kids did the impossible. The parents bought in. Our kids are doing amazing things, not just in math and science, but in the arts in all sorts of ways. And so on behalf of the state of South Carolina, I want to congratulate you, Dr. Green, the school board, Dr. Whitfield, Dr. Small, but you, the teachers as well. Thank you for believing in the impossible by seeing what no one else saw. And all it takes is the vision of one teacher with students to change the world. Rarely are good things recognized. Most things we do that we do well go unnoticed forever and ever and ever. And we call each other and say, but I saw this. But I'm here to celebrate, because today the United States of America only recognized 297 schools out of 131,000 schools, which means less than 0.2% of schools in America receive what you have received. The other two schools in this state drink tea with their pinkies out, and they're always recognized. But no one believed in us. And because of that, not only did we receive our awards, you have changed the focus and the focus of the future in South Carolina. You have forever changed a generation of kids that are going to change Fairfield County and state of South Carolina. So on behalf of the state of South Carolina, South Carolina Senate, and my tag team partner, Representative Annie McDaniel, who is fighting wherever she goes on behalf of education in South Carolina, I want to present this resolution to you Jar said I only had 3 hours to speak, so I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Now, do the last whereas, though, we give it out. He gives it to me, no, I'm gonna do it anyway. Whereas, and then there's some other whereases, and look at the whereases, what Teresa said, but the last one, whereas in addition to the Ribbon, National Blue Ribbon Award, Fairfield Magnet School was named one of Colorado's finest schools in 2013-14 school year, consistently demonstrates exceptional academic achievement and student progress. Since 2011, the school's annual state test scores in reading and math have been exemplary, earning the Colorado Gold designation by the State Department of Education, and whereas the state of South Carolina takes pleasure in affirming Fairfield Magnet School's place as an exemplar of all that is good and positive in public education in the Colorado state. The Senate joins the Fairfield community, congratulating the school on this latest achievement. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Fairfield Magnet School Math and Science be congratulated for outstanding achievements in educating students, administrators, faculty, students, and parents be praised for being named a National Blue Ribbon School. Be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be put in perpetuity in the Senate annals and be presented to Dr. Gail Whitfield, Principal of Fairfield Magnet School of Math and Science, on behalf of the school. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to congratulate you for literally doing something hardly anybody else ever does in South Carolina, and for continuing to do additional things to put Fairfield County on the map. Thank you, Fairfield Magnet School, for Math and Science, for being a National Blue Ribbon School.
Thank y'all for not letting us all that.
Thank you, Pastor Fanny. We appreciate it. We will now have a letter presented or sent to us on behalf of our governor, McMaster, and I am going to read the letter to Dr. Whitfield. Dear friends, it is with great pleasure that I send congratulations as you celebrate Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science 2022 National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence Award. This is a prestigious award that affirms your strong commitment to excellence in education. Everyone from the administrators, faculty, and staff to the students, families, and community has worked hard to provide a first-class learning experience and make the school the best it can be. Your efforts have been recognized at the national level and set a high standard for other schools across the state. Peggy and I send our congratulations to all of you and wish you continued success in the years ahead. Yours very truly, Master. Okay. This next letter is from Ralph Norman, member of Congress, and it reads as follows. Dr. Whitfield, it is my pleasure to present this flag to you, flown at the United States Capitol in honor of Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science as a National Blue Ribbon School. I understand only 5 South Carolina schools were acknowledged and fewer than 300 nationwide in 2022. The award speaks volumes about the academic excellence of your students, teachers, and families, and the work that everyone has invested in the classroom. This flag speaks volumes. Also, it reminds us of peace and liberty, a patriotic spirit, and community celebrations. I salute the dedication dreams that you all share as you grow tomorrow's citizens. Thank you for making each day and each student count. They will surely embrace the legacy of this award long after the celebration. Sincerely, Ralph Norman, member of Congress. Now, we have some local gifts and appreciations that we wanted to kind of share with Fairfield Magnet School today. And for the teachers and staff, Max from Italian Garden has extended a 50% off discount to all Fairfield Magnet School and Math and Science staff members for the month of October. Max is also a Fairfield Magnet School parent, very proud parent. In addition to that, we have a small gift that we would like to share. Dr. Green is going to unveil it.
Who's something you take to the University of South Carolina football?
Each faculty and staff member, you all, along with your leaders, will receive a stadium chair.
Dr. Avery, tell them they probably can't see it from there. It says Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science, 2014 Pavella Finance School, 2022 National Blue Ribbon School.
Well, at this time, I would like to first give Dr. Whitfield, along with Dr. Smalls, an opportunity to share any thanks and acknowledgements at this time, followed by Dr. Green, and then the board, along with Chairman Miller, will have an opportunity as well to share their thanks and acknowledgements to Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science. Y'all, what a blessing. There's so much we have to be thankful for. We do what we do because we love our children. Each and every one of you that are here today is a testament of the strength we have and we put into our children to never give up. When I started out as a principal, I didn't like where I was. So I came to a district where I knew I could make a difference. And to be in a Title I school and to know that we are a Title I school and we've made a difference in our community with our children. I do have the best staff in Fairfield County. Is awesome. My teachers are magnificent. My cafeteria workers, they're just the bomb. And my custodians, they never tell me no. So we work together as a team. I was trying to find a word about our school, and someone said one day, y'all are an academic excellence school. Because I was using a whole bunch of words. But in a nutshell, we're just an academic excellence school. I want to thank Dr. Green because he has given us unwavering support. What we want to do. Get Dr. Green and Mr. Miller's signature. And I was trying to figure out when would I be able to get their signature to go on this application to send to the National Blue Ribbon. I caught them when they was doing the dedication to the community, the houses that they're gonna build for the teachers. So I said, let me just take a pen too, and have it all with me. But they've never he's never told me no for anything that I wanna do that's gonna elevate our children. To let people know that we have a great district here. To all of the board members, you all have a little token from our school, and we want you to wear it with pride and let everyone know, and also you, Dr. Green, you have one as well. Let everyone know that you all have a school that represents the county that the nation knows we now exist. Always bring that excitement out. We really love it. We love you for the proclamation. We thank you for the proclamation. We also thank you for always acknowledging little people. So let them know that we're doing great things in these small rural communities. We really do thank you. Ms. Thompson, will you tell Senator Graham thank you on behalf of the Magnet School
and on behalf of our school board and our community. And we have a blue ribbon for him as well. And tell him the next time I see him on TV, I'm gonna look for this ribbon on him. But again, I thank everybody, my staff, y'all know I love you. Y'all know how I feel about you. You know, there's nothing we won't do for each other. Everything is not always peaches and roses when you get an award like this. It takes some, we don't knock down, drag, fight, but we get upset, we come back together to see what we can do for children. So we always know that our children represents the best. They've done outstanding. I cannot tell you how this award is so much on what our children have shown, what they can do based on what the teachers have done and all of the staff in the school. Because it's not just the teachers that help our children. My receptionist does, my secretary does, my parent liaison does, my science teacher does. Everybody helps our students. If a child needs help, I'm small, call to my office, we're gonna help you, or I'll do it myself. So we work together as a collective team in our school. So again, thank you all so very much. We will appreciate you all more than we can even say.
Yay!
Okay, on behalf of Fairfield Magnet School and Dr. Gilbert and myself, I would just like to say thank you, sending out a special thank you to those teachers who put forth an effort, a very valiant effort. When I say I go in there to observe, I see great things in those classrooms, and for that, I say thank you. Again, thank you to the board, to Dr. Green, and most of all to Fairfield County for putting us, helping us to be placed on the map. Thank you. You guys have a blessed day.
Clean up for us. I just like to, this is something so, Dr. Manning was talking about that 0.02%. And I was just telling Representative from Senator Graham office that, do y'all realize that we have less than 25,000 live in this town? Less than 20. That's just like you go to Richland County, just like, just look. And we have less than 10, with 5,000 people stay in the city. So for this school to get this award, y'all know how big that is? Yeah. We use the old saying, there's a poor frog that don't praise his own corn. I'm praising mine. National Blue Ribbon School, thank y'all for the hard work. I'm talking about it from Dr. Whitfield all the way down. It just shows you what we can do here in Fairfield County schools all over. Anybody else want to comment?
Fairfield Magnet School, I am so proud of all of you. A lot of you have been in the district way before Dr. Green came. And so y'all know the struggle. Y'all know the struggle we went through. It's not that we didn't have good teachers and good students, but we finally got a leader in here that stood up and said, enough is enough. Our kids gonna be on the top, and he made sure of that, and y'all did too. I am so happy, so proud, and that's why I've been in the struggle, in this fight, before my girls left and after they left. So a lot of y'all know me. Y'all have seen me around many, many times, and I yell all over the place. I talk to Fairfield, and every time I come to the magnet school, it's so pleasant. And I think I told Dr. Green one day, you can get off the cafeteria floor. It's clean up there. And I thank y'all, and I'm so proud of y'all, all the teachers, Dr. Whitfield, Dr. Small, the parents, the students. I am so proud of y'all.
In magnet school, I couldn't find a scripture. But I did find something from Sam Cooke. It's been a long time. Because like Dr. Whitfield said, it takes more than just the teachers and administration. Everyone has to be pulling in the same direction. And as an old administrator, I know that's one of the hardest jobs in the world, to get everybody pulling in the same direction. But Dr. Whitfield and Dr. Small, they're like you all pulled it off. So I don't know whether you all are magicians or what, but when I look out over this staff and how proud they look at this moment, and this is one of the proudest moments that Fairfield County has ever seen in anything. Thank you all. So now anywhere we go, everybody can look at us and say, "Oh, you from Fairfield." Not the way they used to say you from Again, thank you all so very much for being so.
I'd like to take this opportunity to say to Dr. Whitfield and the whole staff that's sitting out there, that includes the students, that includes everyone. Thank you for helping me to feel like I'm telling the truth. There are some people who have come to me since I've been on the board and they complain about how strict Dr. Whitfield is, how their thing was fair, the way this was going on, and that was going on. The child didn't have what they thought they should have had and all that kind of stuff. And I kept saying, you need to go back to Dr. Whitfield to get that straightened out. And now I'm glad that I don't have to say that anymore. All I can do is point. And maybe this blue ribbon, I went, well, now somebody says something, I don't say, this is all I got to say.
As far as the staff, being a parent of two small kids that are a part of your program in Fairfield Magnet School. Me and my wife sincerely thank each and every one for all that you do. When our kids leave to go to school in the morning, you know they're safe. We're there in your hands, we know they get their education. We appreciate you. Keep doing what you do. This is your day, let it shine, and we're gonna keep it moving. Thank you.
Dr. Whitfield, I'm small and staff. I celebrate with you because my tenure here in Fairfield County as a long-term sub, 90% of that time was spent with you guys. And I learned a lot and I appreciate you opening the doors and welcoming me there. I also witnessed your zero tolerance. And I'll make you laugh out of I'm an education specialist in Bristol to Belfast. And I find myself when the children are acting up, I say, all right, little boy. All right, little girl. I had a student tell me the other day, call me a little boy. I said, well, if you act like something else, I won't call you little boy. But I experienced it, lived it, and I appreciate everything you and everything that the staff does. Many of you were there when I subbed for many of you. And it just means a lot to see your work shining on a national level. So I congratulate you. I applaud you. And if there's anything that Dr. Harris can do for you, just give me a call. I'm right around the corner. Can't sub, but I can still help.
Well, Dr. Whitfield and Dr. Smalls, I've never had an opportunity to visit the Magnet School itself. And I've heard many good things in regards to what's going on with their faculty, staff. We all know they can't do it without you. I appreciate what you have done for the children. I know the parents appreciate what you've done for the children. I do the leadership of both of you. All I can say is congratulations, and please show what you're working with. Continue to show what you're working with. And thank you so much.
Thank you. Everything has been said. So it takes time. First of all, I'd like to thank Ms. Thomas for coming to this word, some of the ground. Some of the planning, all these awful job, acknowledging, and celebrating, and championing the professionals in Fairfield County issues to our young people. You know, every year during convocation, you probably recognize that I say we're going to accomplish some things that we never accomplished. And I'm confident every year that I say it, that we are going to accomplish some things that we never imagined. And this is a perfect example. For those of you who don't know how this process works to become a Blue Ribbon School of Excellence, it starts in about a year in advance. Okay? And the state superintendent or someone from her office will notify you that you are going to be nominated up to the federal level to be a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. And so when we initially got the nomination, I knew it was already. But I'm serious. I mean, so Dr. Whitfield was in a state of anxiety, worried, and we had heard the word. I said, don't worry, it's already done. Okay, I mean, this is because we have that kind of faith. Okay, and I believe that to my core that we are blessed in faith. And so when Dr. Superintendent Spearman called and told me we were going to be nominated, we need to get the information filled out, and they were going to forward it up to the U.S. Department of Education. And then there were steps, and then they sent us some things back. And Dr. Whitfield, I think, and Ms. United said to work on some other information, said thank you to the federal government. But I was absolutely assured that it was going to happen. And folks, there are lots of good schools across the country. When you think about the fact that there are over 131,000 schools, you can imagine that there are some good schools who aren't being recognized. But Fairfield Magnet School for Science, Math, and Science is being recognized because you are an excellent school, excellent staff, excellent students, and excellent parents, and faith. I don't want us to recognize that, folks. I mean, we have favor. Not that we deserve it, Pastor Jackson, but we have. And we thank God for it. Folks, I am proud of the peacock. I arrived here 11 years ago. I knew that we were going to do some tremendous things. I didn't know we were going to be a National Blue Ribbon School. We were going to be kind of a finance or something. But I knew we had faith. We were going to do some things that we never imagined. But it does not happen. It does not happen without the hard work, dedication, and commitment of the people in this room right here. And there are no small U's and big I's. Okay? I mean, every single person in this room played a part in making this happen, and we thank you for that. Now, the bar is here. You know, me and Dr. Whitfield and at least one other staff know. We'll go up to Washington, D.C. with the other 297 or 98 members across the country, and we'll present some of the things going on at Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science in little old Fairfield County. Know who we are in Washington, D.C. I'm telling all my boys, I'll be in D.C. I will be there. Because we are the National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence. In all sincerity, we thank you for everything that you have done to make this a reality. It's without you. If we have any fault, we don't say thank you. No. But today, we say thank you and celebrate you. God bless you. Thanks, sir.
One last surprise for Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science. Two things. First, we have designated with the approval of Dr. Green October 28th is Wear Blue Day, district-wide. So we have asked, or will ask, all of our staff, students of the entire Fairfield family to wear blue October 28th in recognition of your 2022 National Blue Ribbon School. Let's see before you all depart. As you're leaving, before we take a picture, as you're leaving out, Ms. Wallace will have your statements ready for you. So you can pick those up as you exit. But we would like to go ahead and get a one big picture with you all along with the board and the superintendent. All right?
All set.
Awesome this. Awesome Elise. Aspen out. All right, there you go. There we go. Yeah, it is. Ooh, that looks good. What's up, my friend? Good to see you as always. I'm doing good. Nah, I'm back up. Yeah, well, me.
Y'all see, I brought everybody.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
Thank you all. National Blue Ribbon School. Thank you.
Get your chair. Yeah, sir. You can't take these chairs. You can't take the black chair.
Let them get out and get their shit.
Yeah, exactly. All right, hold it.
You're supposed to take care of
We're gonna give y'all time to exit.
I'm good, how you doing?
Thank y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all so much.
All right, darling, okay.
Dr. Avery.
Thank you. Tonight I'm going to share with you an overview of our high school assessment data from the 2021-2022 school year, along with our 2022 state report card data. The first set of data that I'm going to share with you is our advanced placement data. And as you know, students have an opportunity to take advanced placement courses or AP courses at Fairfield Central High School. Students enrolled in an AP course may elect to take the AP exam, which is typically given in the spring. If they score a 3 or higher, the student will earn college credit. Now, qualified means that a student has proven him or herself capable of doing work of an introductory level course in college. Now, our advanced placement courses or advanced placement results in 2022, 70 AP exams were administered to our students as compared to 59 in the previous year. The table displays the total number of students who scored a 3 or above on an AP exam. We're pleased to share with you that we had 10 students who scored a 3 or above on the Calculus AB and BC AP exam that was administered to our students. We had an overall increase from the previous year. We had 21 students in 2021 who earned a 3 or higher. And in 2022, we had 25 students to earn a score of 3 or higher. We even had one student to achieve the highest score of a 5 on the Calculus AP exam. But overall, we're very pleased with the AP results. Next, we have our SAT scores for our graduating seniors. During the 2022 school year, 64 graduating seniors took the SAT. We saw an increase in the average evidence-based reading and writing score of 20 points, the math score by 17 points from the previous year, and the average composite score increased by 37 points from the previous year, from 876 in 2021 to 913 in 2022. Students in their third year of high school have the opportunity to take a career readiness assessment. And students have the opportunity from year 2019 to 2021, they took the WIN career assessment, and then the state switched the test vendor, and they took a ACT work keys, which was also a career readiness assessment. We saw an increase in the number of students who earned bronze, gold, and platinum certificates as it relates to the career readiness assessment that was administered on last year. And we still had 34 students who earned a silver level certificate on the career readiness assessment. And those students who earned those certificates can actually take those certificates to a job and be able to show their future employer that they in fact are career ready. Now, our graduation rate for the class of 2022 was 83.7%. We were 1/10 under the state graduation rate, which was 83.8%. But we, of course, as we said earlier in other presentations, we are rebounding from the pandemic, and our students, we still had close to 85% of our students in the graduating class of 2022, 83.7% of our students graduated. And we're slowly, again, making efforts to catch up to the state graduation rate, which for this year was 83.8%. Now, the next portion of this presentation is the South Carolina State Report Card, which was released on yesterday. These report cards represent the first time that since 2019, that the school report card ratings have been released with school ratings, and the school climate survey was included as a part of the school report card ratings. Now, the elementary and middle school report card ratings are developed or have indicators that help determine the individual school ratings for elementary and middle. These indicators are academic achievement, student growth, progress in achieving English proficiency for multilingual students, and at least one of the indicators of school quality or student success can be measured by the science proficiency in grades 4 through 6 for our elementary schools, And as I said earlier, for the first time, teacher and student perceptions of the school climate are also included this year as a part of the school report card rating for elementary, middle, and high school students, or high schools. Now, for high schools, the academic achievement is one indicator. Student growth is not measured at the high school level. The second indicator is the graduation rate, followed by, again, the progress in achieving English proficiency for our multilingual students. And then, of course, at least one indicator of school quality or student success. And this is measured based upon the science and social studies, which is our U.S. history, Constitution, along with the biology one. This year, because of the new state standards that still need to be approved, the U.S. history Constitution did not count toward the high school's report card rating for this year. In addition to that, first year, a proportion of first year students on track for graduation count, along with the perceptions of school climate based on teacher and student surveys that they completed in the spring. Now, this particular chart did not transfer, so I am going to try to interpret this chart for you. Elementary schools and middle schools, our school report card ratings are based on the indicators. So just imagine if you were to take a test, the test is based on a 100-point scale. The sections for that particular test would be academic achievement, student progress, which is student growth, preparing for success, school climate, and multilingual progress. So our indicators or our school report card ratings for each school is based upon these indicators. And so the total amount of points that a school can achieve is a total of 100. Now, we do not in this district have over 20 students or multilingual students. So we will not count the multilingual or ESL students as a subgroup. And so the other part of the chart that kind of became a little distorted, our indicators or point values will be without the multilingual students. And so the academic achievement for elementary and middle school category indicators worth 40. Student progress is worth 40. Preparing for success is 10 points. With school climate is 10 for a total of 100 points for elementary and middle school. High schools, of course, their report card ratings are indicated, their indicators as shared were academic achievement, preparing for success, school climate, multilingual learners progress, graduation rate, and college and career readiness. And of course, the high school does not have the magic number of 20 multilingual students for it to count toward the high school's school report card rating. So therefore, the point value for academic achievement will be 30. Preparing for success is 5. School climbing is 10. The graduation rate counts as 30. And college and career readiness counts as a total of 25 points, which gives the total amount of points of 100. Now, once all of these indicators are added together, that determines the school rating. And so the excellent rating, if a school ended up with, let's say, 61 points for elementary, then they will have an overall rating of excellent. If a middle school had 56 points, then they will be deemed or they receive a rating of excellent. And then a high school would need 67 points to be considered excellent. So the number of points determines exactly based on school type, what the school's overall rating will be. So example, the highest, of course, or the highest level of the school rating, of course, is excellent, starting at 67 and then good, average, below average, and the lowest, of course, is unsatisfactory. And the number of points get along with the school type will determine what the overall school rating is for each specific school, whether it's elementary, middle, or high. Now, the 2022 individual school ratings, which were released on yesterday, Fairfield Elementary School rating was below average, Fairfield Magnet School for Math and Science, excellent. Eager Elementary, their school report card rating was average. Kelly Miller, good. McCoy Liston School of Technology, average. Fairfield Middle School, average. And Fairfield Central High School, their rating was an average. And this is the first time since 2019 that the school report cards reported a school rating for our schools and schools throughout the state. Now, based on our report card that was released on yesterday, we kind of wanted to share with you some points of celebration. Our current student-teacher ratio as of last year that was reported on the school report card was 12 for every 12 to 2 in core subjects. Prime instructional time is up from 90.3% to 91.8%. 51% of the graduating class enrolled in a 2 or 4 year college, which is a fantastic percentage, but we want to get a little bit higher. It's still a celebration, but I can see with our partnerships that we have with our universities and Midlands Technical College that we can definitely increase that as we move forward. And then of course, our on-time graduation rate increased from 78.1% to 83.7%. Now, some targeted areas of improvement. Last year, of course, with the pandemic, our chronic absences increased from 10.1 in the previous year to 15.4%. We wanted to this year work on the increasing the percentage of students passing an inter-course assessment a C or higher. Increase the students who complete 6 hours of dual enrollment coursework with a C or better. And lastly, we want to increase the percentage of students scoring met or exceeding on SC rated ELA math with students in grades 3 to 8. But this concludes the overview of the 2000 state report card along with the high school assessment update. Are there any questions? Dr. Green?
Yeah, no. Yeah, but before I answer the question that you may have, let me just provide a few comments relative to I guess my thoughts on the Education Accountability Act of 1998 have been said multiple times. So I won't spend a lot of time doing that today. But to put it simply, I continue to have some concerns about the accountability process that has been developed. With that said, I am extremely proud of the work that our students and our staff have done, even in the context of this accountability system that we are working in. Okay, I want to start with Fairfield Elementary. Okay, Fairfield Elementary School was 1 point away from that. One point away from that. And I had already kind of looked at the numbers and made some, some guesstimates in my mind. So we won't have anyone. Everybody had Fairfield Elementary was 1 point from that. But that in no way takes away from the absolute tremendous work that they have done at Fairfield Elementary School during the course of last year. Fairfield Elementary School has about 20% of their population of exception. They have 25%. They have more self-contained students than any school in the district. And as a matter of fact, several other schools send their self-contained students to Fairfield Elementary School. Okay. And we understand because of this questionable system that we have, we understand the impact that exceptional needs students have on card rating, which in and of itself explains why I take exception to it. I told you this example before. When you look at graduation rate data, you had 10 self-contained students in a class of 100. If you were perfect, your graduation rate would be 90%. You did everything perfect. You didn't lose anybody. You started off at 90%. And so some of those same challenges exist when we are asking exceptional needs students who aren't working on grade level to take a test that is on grade level. And so Fairfield Elementary School had those challenges, but the day I found out that they had a below average, and Dr. Martin, she texted me. What more average? I said, don't worry about it, crazy now. Okay, I went down to see her the next day, and I said, I wanted to say in person that I am proud of the work that you all did last year. I want you to tell the staff that I'm proud of the work that they did last year. There's nothing about you all that. I want to say that about Fairfield Elementary particularly. The rest of the schools there, obviously there's some people who will look at the report card ratings and say, man, y'all say, y'all have any unset schools in the district. Y'all got one below average, that's excellent. We aren't quite that fortunate. Spend a little time perusing report cards in the area, you'll see everyone isn't quite that fortunate. I'll tell you that several of the ratings that you see in Fairfield County exceed the ratings of schools that have far less challenges, far less poverty, far less issues that we have to contend with. And that is a function of the hard work and dedication of our faculty, staff, our parents, and our students. And so, as much as I don't celebrate the current report system that we have, I think it's just a system to sort, do some other things. I still want to celebrate the job that they're doing. And even in that, the principals, they look at it and they say, well, we know what it is. We got to figure out how we work within that system. And so I told them, don't put your focus on kids. Put your focus on growing kids, and the rest will take care of itself. And that will continue to be our focus. No, underneath. Okay, that'll be the conversation that I'll have with our principals and our teachers, because we don't use the anxiety about a system that was to create understanding. That this was a system that was created to develop understanding. Right? If you remember, the first year they rolled out this report card system, they did not have any grade spans in terms of what constituted excellent, what constituted good, what constituted average. If you remember what they did, they said, well, you're going to take a certain percentage, I think they're 10%. So we can sort all the schools and then we will identify the top 10% as excellent. And on top, the next 20% as excellent. That was a bizarre system in and of itself, was great, because I akin that to walking to a class on day one and telling the students on day one, I don't care how well you do, we gotta have 2 A's, we gotta have 2 B's. We would never say something. So it was kind of based on those normative distribution model. And so it's kind of a normal. But don't want to hear me go on. We thank our students and staff and parents for doing the job. You are growing students. Okay, you're growing students in this some challenges. As Harrison said last time, we come right out of COVID. We still trying to do on the other side of COVID. And there were some people who questioned rather than go back and raise, but we did. I still good where our folks are. I'll tell you, the high school probably can't close that as well, except that we had some issues with college and career readiness data that we had some COVID issues that we won't get resolved. I think we had issues resolved. But at the end of the day, we celebrate the job. Any questions that you have?
Yeah, Dr. Green, Dr. Avery. Well, I echo what you just said, Dr. Green. Thank everybody, the staff, teachers, everybody's doing an excellent job. The question came up to me, of course, my baby's 30, so she had been in school for a long time. Kindergarten, K-5, are they required to do like homework, or is just recommended that they do something? So I know when they was in school, you had pay, you had to have it done by the end of the week. I don't know how that's done with the pay side.
So what I said was Harrison, that, I don't know, we have a district-wide policy relative to homework, but there have been lots of research around annual homework. And part of that research says that you realize kids who come from challenging environment prior to. And I'm not saying I necessarily try to, but this is kind of a logic to it, particularly with a kindergarten kid. If you have a kindergarten student who comes from a structured environment where they have mama and or daddy there to help them go through it, then they are much more apt to get it done successfully. And for those students who have lots more challenges at home, they are less apt to get it done. So you probably see less homework given than you did probably in your time. It's probably more of a focus on giving everybody an opportunity to get it done in class, just because of the discrepancy around once you and that's valid. And so as a parent, I used to always say the same thing too, is you need something to do, you know. You know what I mean? I know. But my answer was, teacher don't need to give you something to do, I'm gonna give you something. You know what I mean? So you don't give your homework, I got some work for you to do. But that was called somewhat of a shift. I'll tell you that there are some schools that have gone to a no homework policy period. They said no homework period, just because of the discrepancy in who can get help and who can't get help, and who really measuring the support at home. And so that, you know, and so I don't know if any one philosophy is right, but that's why the new policy, some people subscribe to. I'm not the particular kids who can't do anything.
Yeah, right. Okay, thank you.
Any more questions for Dr. Green? Okay, thank you. Board minutes, September 2022 meeting. We get a motion to accept the board minutes.
Mr. Chair,
Yes,
make a recommendation that we accept the superintendent to approve the minutes from the September 20th regular call board meeting.
Second. Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Mr. Davis. Board minutes for September 20th regular board meeting. All in favor, show by raising of the right hand. That would be Sarah and Frank. This time we're going to have the superintendent. Okay. Mr. Miller, the board first, and I know probably most important to everyone out here in virtual land, to all the staff out here in virtual land, that is. Retention bonuses will be paid November the 17th. All right. So probably have got some questions. I said you coming. They're gonna be here this little whole Black Friday. And I know one of the staff members taught me last year Black Friday. So it will be here Black Friday, but November 17th, retention bonus will be there. Okay. Homecoming week at Fairfield Central High School. And I tell you, there's excitement in the air for homecoming. I talked to one of my good buddy named Room at church a couple weeks ago. He was telling me, man, my class is fired up. Paid our money and they fired up. So I think all across the county and all across the country, people are making plans to county for our homecoming tailgate. And I want to thank Dr. Swilly, KB, and Coach Rhodes, and all of them, who really had the idea of doing this whole tailgate. Because we never had our homecoming tailgate the way we have now. And Dr. Swilly came from an environment where it was pretty big, originally to big tailgates. There's some other areas like high. But unfortunately, as I told Mr. Miller, a lot of people are discontinuing their tailgates. A lot of people started off saying, hey, come on back. But then people came on back and acted a fool. You know? So then people came on back and they want, we got this smoking weed and drinking and fighting and shooting. And so more and more schools now have said, look, we're not doing on homecoming tailgate. Or we rephrase, we're not doing it on our campus. You do it, you can do it someplace else. I give you that scenario because I have been reminding people that we are privileged to continue to be able to have a homecoming tailgate at Fairfield Central High School on our campus. Let's not spoil it. Let's not spoil it because we've had some conversations with some people on the last time that we got to get some things back in line. Okay? And so I'm gonna need the responsible members of the community to have some conversation with people who might not be as responsible and say, you can't mess this up with everybody. And so we are on school grounds, right? And so we have to conduct ourselves accordingly. And so I am very prayerful to abide by our procedure and act accordingly. And I put Ms. Miller, Ms. Miller that often, it's not necessarily a little bit of class who cause those problems. But see, when you have a homecoming tailgate, you and about 30, 40 members of your class might pick one and y'all got everything together. But it's all the stragglers who come and just hang out. I mean, and so there are all those people who come and mess it up with everybody else. So I believe in Harrison, your class 86 and 85. Your class 85 and everybody, they keep them straight. We got to conduct ourselves accordingly. You don't want to be something like some of these other districts will discontinue their tailgates because of activity. I had a person who graduated in 86 to ask me, she's the superintendent, y'all have metal detectors out there? Yes, we have metal detectors. I don't come because I am a little concerned about some of the elements. Don't be concerned, everything's gonna be fine, and she's going by the game, but the game too, so don't be concerned, everything's gonna be fine. And so people want to come out there. People want it to be a good, safe environment without foolishness. And so we had that conversation, telling people, let's come have a good time, but let's not mess it up. And I'll be out there, Ms. Harrison, your class 86. I keep saying 89, 86. Your class 85 cook some good fish last year. And I'm hoping y'all put some white in the grease again this year.
And I didn't get none though.
Well, I got some. I'm gonna get that. I'm bringing the bones to that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that too. The tennis team was out. Tennis won the region. Yeah. So my daughter who plays tennis told me that yesterday, I think it was. I said, she said, well, we don't have enough matches. We're the champ. Wow, y'all need the champ. Yeah, we want to read. And I said, wow, that's very impressive. So Fairfield Central High School girls tennis team is the region champ. It was no, I should have known that. I didn't. I should have known that. Speaking of metal detectors, the open gate metal detectors will be in place for the game on Friday. All right. They will be in place for the tailgate on Friday. And will be in place for Monday. So we have them in place, we've gotten trained and we're ready to go. And so parents, students, govern yourselves accordingly. Okay. Govern yourselves accordingly. Let me say it once again. Metal detectors will be in place during the game, during the tailgate, and at school on Monday. So nobody that not come up here and say, man, I didn't know. Okay. Spread the word. As long as you shouldn't have anything, that you will be having no way. But children don't bring the school. Okay. Children don't bring the school. So that will be in place first thing on Monday. Be patient with us parents. We are working through this process. The system is supposed to set at a level that it could recognize weapons or knives, but not necessarily the phone. So it depends on the level of density, so it's a lot of different things. And we'll probably work through challenges to what we can get it exactly on. But we'll be fully in our secondary site. So secondary site, that's the high school, career center, going out as the those sites will be in operation. Any questions? All right, next is COVID-19. Proud to report. And I'm gonna go through this pretty quick there. We continue to get a good place with COVID. I tell you, I got my fourth shot last week at my doctor's appointment. And I got my flu shot the same day. I don't know if that was why the flu was green. And I think because we got lots of people who got vaccinated, who got boosted, we are seeing few numbers. That's going well. As you see, we only had one isolation from October 10th through the 14th. So remember, isolation are positive. So we only had one positive case, October 4th, 10th through the 14th. Next slide, down. We had 0 isolation, that means sad cases at that same time. Now, I always remind you all, most people are not going through DHEC or some kind of form of testing to see. Therefore, we count on them to self-report. So they're administering the test at home. If they're positive, we count on them self-report. So these numbers might not be exposed. But you see, we had one case during the week of October, example, case, no staff cases, and we continue on. Next slide. That's it. Any questions at all about COVID-19? Okay, and the next thing, easement permission. This is an action item. And so to kind of tell you what the easement is, the foundation has already submitted the plans to the town of Winnsboro for the teacher village farm. Part of what needs to happen is that they'll need to run some of the either utilities, some of the water, some of the sewer, something across district property. So it's not that Fairfield Education Foundation is asking for district property. They're just actually going to put something over district property, under district property. So school board just needs in the specific areas in your home specific, so many feet from here, so many feet from there, exactly what it is in your packet. But as I said, this isn't transferring ownership of the property, still district property. It's just like Mr. Miller, my neighbor, he used to run across my property on line. I'm just still my property. I'm just letting the water line. So we have some similar situation where you may have somebody's water meter on your land. They go behind you and they couldn't run it all the way to their land. So it's simply saying that we give you permission to run across the district line. And that's an action item. Somebody. Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
I make a recommendation we accept the superintendent to approve the easement permission for the drainage and utility for the teacher village.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Ms. Green. Easement the commission. All in favor, show by raising on the right hand. Thank you. Next, we'll have a curriculum and instruction. Our favorite again. Getting a good workout tonight.
For your approval, our overnight an out-of-state field trip request for all of the schools with the exception of Gordon Odyssey Academy. I realized after I submitted it that I had included some language regarding elite ladies. Elite ladies does not have a field trip included within this action item. Some of the trips include our competitions for Fairfield Career Technology Center that usually take place in the spring, along with the JROTC participating in a field trip experience at Fort Jackson. We also have all of our elementary schools will be traveling to compete in the Beta Club conventions this year, along with our middle and our high school. But those are just some of the highlights of some of the field trips that are for your approval this evening.
Okay, we can vote on everything except, would be the. Well, this is, I'm backing myself down. Can I get a motion, please?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion to accept the superintendent recommendation to approve the out-of-state overnight field trip request for all the schools except Gordon Odyssey, providing I get a second.
Second, such motion.
Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Dr. Davis, except all the schools except Dr. Harris. Sorry. I'm sorry. Make you Dr. Right. Mr. Davis. To accept the superintendent recommendation on every student except that your way. Providing I get a second. I got rabbit when I say doctor. All in favor, show by raising their hand. That would be 7-0. Thank you. Got rabbit. Operations finance. I'm Robinson.
Good evening.
Calling everybody Dr. Knight, right?
Board report this evening, you have the first item is the October finance report for review. And there's nothing unusual, everything is, for this time of year, still in order. It's still early in the year.
Well, when are we gonna get
The audit, yeah, the auditors are still working. The majority of the work is done, but just depending on their scheduling right now, it looks like it'll be for the December meeting. There's still some work to be done. The majority. Yes, sir.
Anybody got any questions for us?
Right. And the second item in the board packet under operations and finance is a facility usage request. And the superintendent recommends the board approve the facility usage request for use of. Approve this. Okay. Okay, superintendent recommends the board approve facility usage request for Fairfield Middle School Gymnasium with a waiver of fees for feeding Fairfield for December 11th of 2022.
Can we get a motion?
I make a motion that we accept the facility usage request for Fairfield Middle School Community Service. Feed family or feed Fairfield for the gymnasium on December the 11th with waiver.
Motion made by Ms. Grace Green to accept the motion, superintendent to accept the usage, request uses of the facility, or the middle school on December the 11th. With the waiting fee. And second by Pastor Jackson. Is that correct? All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. Six, zero.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I abstained from voting because I am part of that committee. So just let the record state that I am part of that feeding Fairfield committee.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. I want clarity on, we are to be clear and transparent. Thank you. Next, we have the SOA human resources.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the board. This evening, under Human Resources, item 1, the superintendent recommends the board approve certified resignations and terminations. This is presented in Exhibit 1.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to accept the superintendent recommendation of approval of certified resignation. Exhibit 1, sorry.
That's it. Motion made by Mr. Davis, second by Pastor Jackson, accept the superintendent recommendation. And that was, what number was that? Exhibit 1. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. That would be 7-0.
And Mr. Chairman, under item 2,
Yes, ma'am.
superintendent recommends the board approve certified professional educators for the 2022-23 academic year. This is presented in Exhibit 2.
Can we get a motion?
Mr. Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I make a motion, we accept the superintendent recommendation to approve certified professional educators for the 22-23 academic year, Exhibit 2.
Second. Motion made by Ms. Harrison, second by Pastor Jackson, accept the superintendent recommendation. Exhibit 2. All in favor, show by the raising of the right hand. That would be 7-0. Thank you, Ms. Owen. Under the board chair report, I just, just can't say enough about this Blue Ribbon School. It is and still is outstanding in this small community. Secondly, I want to, Dr. Green, kind of elaborate a little bit on it. And I want to make sure that we know that we're asking everyone to come to the homecoming. What to say? To do some, what we call school spirit. The Griffins are having a homecoming on Friday night. It would be good that all the different classes, all the boys, begin to come out and enjoy different classes. Another thing is that we do have a homecoming parade on Friday. I think it starts 5 o'clock. Right. So I think the lineup is where's that? 4:30. That's Ms. Wallace asked that all that plan to, and by tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Just want to know who's because the high school is counting. And drive your pickup, you can drive your car, you can do anything. Just that's be part of the homecoming if we can. That's everyone to try to be part of it. Anybody else want to make a announcement?
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
I just want to give a shout out to Ms. Graham and her students.
All right.
They made my mom a video.
All right.
My mom is sick right now. But we're staying prayerful that everything is gonna work out. But they made my mom a video. And I didn't realize what it was when I opened it up. And it just touched my heart and it touched my mom's heart. So I really appreciate it. And every time we get a little down, we look at that video. So I just wanted to give them a shout out for doing that because they didn't have to, but they did. They thought enough to send us a video, and I appreciate that.
Right now, anybody else? In closing, Dr. Green, thank you for your hard work. Dr. Avery, thank you for your hard work. Staff here, thank you, Mr. Robinson, for your hard work. The Sober, thank you for your hard work. Ms. Brown, thank you for your hard work. In saying that, can I get a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
I second. Motion made by Ms. Harris, second by Mr. Davis. Jared, all in favor, show of raise on the right hand. 7-0.
Somebody got to take that beat. I can't walk, so somebody got to take it.